Yo, what is happening, y'all? Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We have just decimated Mr. Cazador Sar here, Astarion's arch nemesis. It was a tough fight, but we got it done.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime.
And our children? What of their fate?
Cazador turned everyone we brought him into spawn. I can only assume your children were somewhere in those wretched cells.
You'll find them in the Underdark, although you may not like what you find. This is difficult news. We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever. I have to hope so. And if not, at least there's only so much damage they can do in the Underdark. But that first rush of freedom can be intoxicating. I didn't always make the best decisions when I first tasted it. They'll need guidance. They might. But there'll be consequences if they do. The Underdark is not a, forgiving place. I suppose that's the less convenient side of freedom. Having to live with the choices you made. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you. So am I. Fun as all that power would have been, this feels more me. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. You saved me from myself and let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.
What's this, cousin? Another absolutist come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come to interrupt the funeral rites. Yes, cousin. An excellent idea. Cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. Ha! I believe you may believe that. The Absolute takes people, twists them. Sarin, Bereki, and I, we were the three finest thieves in Baldur's Gate. We broke into the offices of Gortash, discovered he was with the Absolute too. Your fellow cultists hunted us, so we hid down here. We were safe, and so was our loot, until the darkness soured Sarin's mind. She kept our treasure from us, said Berecki and I had gone strange. Hush, cousin. Sarin turned into a cultist herself, so we did what we had to. Berecki wept until his voice was gone, and then he was gone too, leaving only me to conduct Sarin's rites. And my cousins here. You cannot conduct the rites without a clan to bear witness, or some fuel for the fire.
Okay. I mean, I am a cleric, yeah. Failed.
No! Enough of the gods and their meddling. She will be pure.
Oh, you about to die. See you later.
Ah, a friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well?
What party?
I don't know if I should say. It's very exclusive. Oh, go on then, I'll tell you. It's an underground party at a place called the Palace. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes.
The individual descriptions could refer to many things, but taken together, she can only be referring to something vampiric in nature.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel.
Your date was a vampire.
A vampire? No, he wasn't. Was he?
Yeah.
But then, why am I still here? He could have had me by the neck any time he liked. You think something's happened to him? You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
Alright.
It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain.
You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadam. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger. Here, here! Attention seeker. Here, here! Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Let the hells follow! Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth.
Don't just stand there. Help me, goddammit! Help me!
I suppose we should aid him, though I'd hate to miss the show.
The newcomer speaks, and speaks of evidence, and trials, and justice. And in so doing, they delay their very own salvation. Dear citizen, dear friend, rest assured you will have your justice. But I'm afraid the time for trials has passed. Now is the time for judgment!
No! Please! No!
This is my time.
Gods! I really thought I was done for. I suppose thanks are in order. Again, what's an heroic story without a little risking of one's neck, eh? And you know what they say, the bigger the story, the more people want to kill you for it. I'll tell you all about it, but not here. Too many eyes, ears, and weapons about. Meet me at your camp.
Loot. That's so disrespectful.
Rejoice, sisters, for Umberly has blessed her humble daughter with a pure death. Her lips blue with her kiss, her lungs full of her quenching word. Umberly's mercy saved her from a slow, sinking death in the beast's shadow. How dare this beast sully the safety of Grey Harbor? We will find its master and send him struggling into the bitch queen's embrace. Not a sweet sleep like Holly's, but a suffocating flood of fruitless garths and bursting flesh. You, supplicant, what tribute do you bring to honor the Wave Mother's fallen daughter? Yes. Then you know as well as Umberly that blood must soon be shed. Your tribute is well received. Breathe deep as she permits. Holly, one of Umberly's beloved wave servants. Blessed Umberly saw fit to spare her an ignoble death. But her passing was not as the Wave Mother intended. It was a beast who took her life. An unnatural one whose very existence is an affront to Umberly. A wretched metal monstrosity hewn by hubris. A rusting pollutant that bleeds black blood into Umberly's pristine waters. The Queen of the Depths is generous to those who serve her, and her favor is far less deadly than her wrath. Find the master of this poisonous beast and slay him. Then one of her most precious gifts shall be yours. The beast struck Holly while she was swimming in Grey Harbor. She was found by some fishermen. We haven't found its lair as yet. Perhaps you can find where the beast takes its slumber and skewer it before it wakes.
Sounds interesting.
That privilege is not yours to earn.
Alright, lady.
Salt kiss your brow. We await your return and the Beastmaster's demise.
Hells, it's everywhere still. I don't suppose you've got any experience getting oil out of sealed wood. I don't really have any to spare. Maybe if I tried pissing on it. Now, did you want something, or do you just have an interest in fishing vessels? Oh, sure. In fact, we fished her out of the water. Me and Flea here were out on the water casting our nets, expecting to find the usual crop of halibut. Then, all of a sudden, my net starts dragging, and there's a bloody wave servant all twisted up in it. We took her back to the docks to try and help her, but she was already dead. The other wave servants came to get it. Her. Sorry. They took her back to the temple. You can hear the bloody caterwauling from here. We both saw some sort of wake moving towards the docks when we picked her up. But there weren't any other boats around. Maybe it was something big moving underwater. I don't know. It was weird, whatever it was. Kinda looked like it might have been heading towards that building across the channel, actually. Buggered if I know. Might be something to do with all that oil in the water. It's too bad we can't sell him. Bloody waste, if you ask me. The boat's fine, but the nets are in tatters. Need to deal with all this oil before we can fix them, though.
Alright.
Keep a blade close. symbol.
Difficulty class 20.
No time to rest.
Oh, damn. Warg Fang.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Nonsense! It is my dedication to truth that endangers my well-being, and I have uncovered the most startling truth imaginable. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate, and his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Oren is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now, I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. You triumphed over Baal's chosen? Marvelous! Such a historic deed must be documented in every gory detail. You and I shall pen the book of your experiences together. But I suppose you'll have to deal with the Illithids first. Please do tell me when you've thwarted every apocalypse that's currently in motion.
Oi! What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
You spot a curious metal contraption in the water. A submersible.
No news is good news, right? Especially with the rough water between here and the Iron Throne. No prisoners lost in the last batch of runs either, though them servants of Umbly are making the trip damn near deadly. Bloody salt is always flopping around in the water. I've almost hit one or two now. Might have even nicked one off the port bow the other day. Maybe that'll teach them to keep out of the way. Oh, yeah? And are you here to make good on that? You're testing me. All right. It's an underwater prison, most secure in the realms. Myself and Cap are the only ones who can make it there in one piece. Lord Gortash keeps some Gondians there. Collateral to keep those working in the Steelwatch Foundry under control. Bloody mermaids. I'll take you in. But look, there's some bad shit going down in there. You don't want to get involved. Neither did I, but it was them or me. I'll get Cat warmed up. Get in when you're ready.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? I thought we were friends. The Iron Throne, a ruin from the city's dark past that could become a template for a brighter future. It is a most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce, key to the construction of the Steelwatch that keep the city safe. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be useful, I will break it Thanks to your trespassing, that moment may have come. Return to the city, find Orin, and claim her Netherstone as you agreed to do. And then I will forget this transgression.
Your conscience pricks. You did agree to an alliance after all. Then again, what honor need there be with someone like Gortash? How many people are trapped within? How many lives will be lost? And what of Duke Ravengard? Will may never forgive you if you abandon his father to this fate.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all of this.
Alright, so what did we get ourselves into now?
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay.
Hell, our time. Destroy them, and quickly. We need to find my father.
The submersible. You must return there. Now. It's the only way we'll survive this.
Greets you upon exiting the submersible. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact, while the same cannot be said for most of the Gondian hostages. At least one of them survived. Duke Ravengard approaches you.
Oh wow, we got him.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection, just like you. His mind is his own again.
So we did get him. Damn.
Well, gods, it pains me to look at you. By Baldur's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me?
Your tadpole resonates with Ravengard's. The exhausted Grand Duke is a flurry of emotion.
By every last hell, son, my head.
Ravengard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but the Duke's parasite still remains.
I know you have questions. Please, go to our camp. You'll be safe there. We'll talk soon enough.
Ravengard answers with silence. He and Will have much to discuss.
Please, over here! I've something to ask! I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. I just wish I wasn't the only one. We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. They need to know their loved ones are dead.
For sure.
Gond smiles on me this day. Thank you.
You were to administer Umberlee's justice. Instead, you conspire with the abomination. He who sickened the harbor with blood so black, the sea itself chokes.
Uh-oh.
Gods, they're nuts. You have to help me.
Step out of the way. Protect him, and Umberlee will swallow you whole.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I don't know what to do.
Your lies won't save you.
Give us the abomination or be counted as his ally. Then you've made your choice. You supplicate to the ocean, or you are sucked down, down, down. Wave servants, destroy them!
Damn. Bro, he's getting destroyed. Imagine he dies during the battle. There were too many of these things and they're spawning these water creatures. Now we can loot that lady's body. Loot!
Gondian artificers might lack a certain worldly wisdom. There's no doubting they're masters of their craft.
You're a child at heart, Gale, admiring wind-up toys and cropped-up trinkets.
I admire any who follow their curiosity to novel and unexpected means. This is how the world changes for the better. Let's go to the shadows.
You have beaten and tormented us to the brink of insanity. You cut out my eyes, but we will bow no more. Gondians! Rip the motivator from this bastard's hands! For Gond!
Prinsky's motivation sequence activated.
No! The motivator! Deactivate it! Hurry!
It's disarmed. My heart's about to hammer right out of my chest.
May the gods take you first.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being...
Did you see what happened? Is my little girl... Is Obedia safe? My heart. I thought her lost. I would give more than just my sight to keep her safe. Our destination is the Neurositer, the nerve center of the Steel Watch. Guide me there, and I'll do the rest.
The Watcher this brain controls is offline for maintenance.
Elevator gyroscopes, triple set quadrupex. No, it can't be.
What happened?
I hear it through the floor. Powerful, indestructible. The ultimate Watcher. The Titan.
What?
Of course, they built an indestructible super watcher. Why wouldn't they?
It shames me to admit this, but you must face this beast of Gondian folly alone. I would be crushed in an instant. When it raises its shields, strike it with every scrap of magic and might you possess, and pray to God that it does not fire upon you. Good luck, my friend.
How about Divine Smite? Sounds good. Hey, yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, buddy. See you later. Oh, he not dead, bro. This game, my man's. Oh no. Great Rapper Master. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm taking that, bro. Get out of here.
Survival is all that matters.
Karlach got it. Oh, it's okay. Don't panic. You're okay.
Put the wind back in my sails.
The Neurosita. I can hear its hum. Familiar, yet painful. I helped design the steel watches, toiled night and day on the first bipedal prototype. It is fitting it ends this way. I will bring down not only the steel watch, but the very foundry itself. This place will be smoke and rubble when I am finished. Are you ready, my friend?
Yeah, let's get it on. What are you gonna do?
Like the foundry, the Neurosita's exterior is near impossible to penetrate. However, its inner circuitry is highly unstable. I'm going to rain fire upon it from the inside out.
Sounds good. Do it.
Gond, let your hammer be my courage, your furnace my heart. Blessed Gond. And the foundry crumbles behind us. The sound is as sweet as a well-oiled cog. Yet we paid the price in blood. So few of us remain. Gond's name will soon fade into the annals of history. I must leave now and gather those of us still standing. Look after this city, my friend. I pray it treats you better than it did us.
Ally mine. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin.
He did, and it came. My darling,
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Okay. They're out of here.
A lackey once more, eh, Karlach? Pitiful. Bring your leader if you wish to speak to me. I don't waste time on flunkies.
Gods, I can't wait to kill you.
Not if I kill you first.
Gortash, you are so screwed. And only fitting Karlach gets the last blow. Charger. Wow. Reckless, because I'm just angry.
So Gortash is nothing more than a pile of flesh? Same as the rest of us.
He's dead now, you've won.
I don't feel like I've won. All I feel is tired. Is that it then? Killed the bastard who ruined my life and now I crawl into a corner and die? Am I fucking missing something?
Yeah, you didn't loot him.
It makes no sense. None of it means anything. He's dead. And he's no fucking sorrier now than he was before. What was the point? I'm still dying. I'm dying. I'm going to die.
But you're not dead yet. I'm here with you, and I will be until the very end. I don't want you to die. It makes no sense. Maybe we can still fix your engine, stabilize it. I don't know.
Got a miracle in your back pocket you forgot to tell me about.
Alright, we'll see what we can do.
I'm going to be as dead as a Gortash any day now. Any moment. And what then? Off to the City of Judgment to waste into oblivion? Into the dirt to get eaten by maggots? Is that it for me? Is that fucking all? And you'll just keep going, won't you? Watching the stars, warming your hands on the campfire, dancing, eating, making fucking love all night. All of it, all of it! That's my reward for everything I suffered. That's why I survived 10 years of torment. The fighting, the clawing, the loneliness, the fucking loneliness. All of it, so I could rot. Because the person I trusted the most gave me away to the devil.
Okay, didn't see this coming.
It isn't fair. I don't want it like this.
Let it out. It's about time. It is what it is. It's time to soldier forward with the time you have left. We're all going to die one day. In the end, we're all the same. I don't know, man. I would do anything to change it.
You could try. You got a wish spell in that pack of yours. What the fuck am I supposed to do now?
I don't know, but whatever it is, I think we're meant to do it together. That's for you to that's for you to decide. Live for as long as you can.
Ugh. If I have to. Let's get out of here. I've always hated this place. Stupid fucking gigantic bridge or whatever. I think I need to go to camp for a while. Be alone. Scream at the sky. You can come and find me later if you want to.
Okay,
Thanks for
cool.
listening. For existing. Love you.
It's got the Neverstone. Yep.
The last stone. I need to see it for myself. There it is. So innocent, but such potential. You have done very well indeed.
The Netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
A morphic pool beneath the city itself. So that's where the Chosen imprisoned the brain. To conceal it, one would imagine, and to maintain the illusion of their own control above ground. With the stones in hand, and the Chosen dead, we stand as good a chance as we ever will. As to how good a chance that is, I cannot say. But I have hope. The same way one gets to the bowels of anything. The sewers. When we reach the pool, we will find the brain, and we will end this. In death, thraldom, or freedom. But a word of caution. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back. Finish your business here before you proceed. The Brain will be waiting for us.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son, a monster. Twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Oh wow. This man is not very grateful. I think if you tell him this, he will not care.
There is always a choice.
Father, please. There's something I must show you.
Ravenguard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravenguard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Well,
everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
My son, you sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods, can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out.
A worm?
A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now, the Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur. An ancient epic. Ill-remembered. Dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you.
Okay.
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. My father was clear. We awaken the worm and take back the city.
Will, you are more valorous than Baldur himself. May the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate.
This man just took a complete 180, bro.
Hey, soldier. You're back. Yeah, despite my best efforts. I kept trying to flop over and give up, but Karlach just won't let me. Did I miss anything important? That's a change. Seems like world-shattering revelations are coming at us from every angle these days. You know, soldier, we're so fucked. The Dark Three are trying to consume the Sword Coast. We've still got tadpoles in our eyes, and I've got a ticking time bomb in my chest. I'm not sure anyone has ever been more fucked than this. And yet, we're fine. In this moment, we're fine. Here I am. There you are. Breathing, talking, even laughing if we want. Is it very precious to say that despite it all, I'm happy? Gods, I've changed. I used to hamstring pit fiends for fun. Look at me now. To make matters worse, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go? I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die. All right. But if we don't, I hope I can count on you. You haven't let me down yet, and it'd be a poor showing to start now. Now, enough tragedy, I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it? Plus, if I cry anymore, I'm gonna run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, soldier. I'm extremely glad to be in this thing together.
Anyway, guys, we will be back for the grand finale. We're going to see if we can save Karlach. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.